What's up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? Time for another video for all of the signs tonight, okay? So another quick spur of the moment idea. We're gonna see what this person is not telling you. Quick spur of the moment idea. Kind of similar to last night. Gonna be another session of quick messages. Probably only one spread, honestly. Because I got a little ahead of myself and I got to fill in some space before I move on to the October reading. So, all right, you know what to do. If you would like a personal reading, just click the link in the description of this video. It'll take you straight to that page on my website. Don't forget, 2222 mini readings coming up on Saturday. It's going to be the last and final round. Maybe not necessarily forever, but we're not going to be doing it on a consistent month-to-month basis after Saturday. And tomorrow, Friday, is the last day that my courses will be available on my website. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, the only way you'll be able to have access to them after tomorrow is if you've already purchased one. So, check that out before it's too late if you want. If you don't, well, then don't. All right, so let's see how this is going to come out. All right, Aries, let's see. What's this person not telling Aries? What's this person not telling Aries? I don't even know how this is going to come out, y'all. Let's see. What's this person not telling Aries? Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, the Sun card. They may... Hang on. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Oh, okay. How am I going to word this? This is kind of complicated. So first off, we got a lot of pages here and the Queen of Swords in the heart of the spread. So they're convinced, and I think we already talked about this on yesterday's All Signs, but they don't think you're very good at expressing your thoughts and your feelings, right? They don't know if you try to overcompensate to hide your feelings, you know, or if you just don't really know how to express them. Now, this person has much stronger feelings for you than they're letting on. So it's kind of like they're projecting a little bit, you know. That may just be projection. They may just be projecting their way they express their emotions onto you. And so what they don't want to do, though, is they don't want to try too hard to like try to win you over or make you like them, because they're afraid that it'll push you away. And they're afraid that if you know the feelings they have for you, you will assume power over them. And it feels kind of like a struggle for control, a struggle for power and control. Again, what this looks like to me is projection. That's what it looks like to me. And again, similar to the video that I did yesterday, this is just from this person's perspective. It may be the truth. It may be the biggest load of shit you ever heard in your life. I don't know. Don't yell at me. But I'm thinking that this person's honestly just projecting their own shit onto you. And that's about all that came through here. Yeah, they're afraid. Yeah, see, this person, they're projecting their insecurities onto you. This person's very insecure. So, yeah. So while they think that you are too immature to express your feelings and whatnot, it's them that is too afraid to express their feelings to you. So they're just projecting onto you. Yeah. Because honestly, I think they're the one obsessed with you. So this person's just projecting their shit onto you, man. Take that for what it's worth. take that information and do with it what you will. One of the things that you'll learn, especially on a spiritual path, is that, I mean, I think we all kind of have a tendency to project to one degree or another, but the more you actually begin to awaken and become more conscious and in tune, you'll learn that most people who are not spiritually awake, 90% of how they perceive you and the world at large is all just through projection. They're just projecting themselves onto the world. You know, you don't see the world as it is, you see it as you are, especially when you are very unawake and unaware. Now, as you begin to expand in consciousness and raise outside of that, you do it less and less and less, but yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it, Aries. They just projecting. All right. Taurus, quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Taurus? Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Taurus? Ah, King of Cups reverse. They're not telling you. They're not telling you how they feel about you. If the person that you're dealing with has expressed their feelings, trust me, they haven't expressed the full extent of their feelings. Oh, no, they have not. I think a lot of you are dealing with somebody that hasn't expressed feelings at all. Or they may be pretending they don't have feelings. If you're dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that they still love you. Yeah, this person feels the heaviest, most insanely intense connection with you. They ain't telling you, goddamn, dude. Look, Empress, Ten of Cups, Lover's card. Yeah, what they're not telling you is that, like, basically you own space in their fucking head. You own their head. Okay? You own their thoughts. You are the owner of this person's fucking thoughts. They ain't telling you that. Why? I don't know. It would depend on what the situation is. But yeah, I think what it is, the reason why they're not telling you that is because for whatever reason, they just do not have a very bright, positive outlook on where this connection's going. Right? So it kind of feels like a battle between head over heart. So while this is how they be feeling, all right, you pretty much are the fucking owner and operator of this person's thoughts. At the same time, their logical mind is kind of telling them that it's stupid. There's no point in me feeling this way because it's probably not going to work out between us. So they just don't have a very positive outlook on where this is going. Yeah. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. They're definitely guarding their heart from you. Okay, could be a Gemini for some of you. Could be a fellow Taurus, but the Taurus card always comes out when I read for you. So that's probably your energy. All right, Gemini. Quick message, one spread. What is this person not telling Gemini, universe? What is this person not telling Gemini? Ooh, this person, okay. So something happened between you all in the past. This feels like somebody you have some kind of history with. So more than likely, okay, well, I'll say this first and then I'll look at the side story. I feel like the majority of the Geminis that need to hear this message are dealing with somebody you have some kind of history with. This person's either currently a part of your life right now, or this is somebody you have some history with. Whatever it was that happened between you and this person in the past, they are not over it. They are still holding a grudge. I don't know, whatever argument y'all got into or whatever it was, they're still holding on to a grudge. They may be pretending that they're not. They may be pretending that they don't give a fuck, but they have not let go of whatever it was that went down between the two of you in the past. Now, side story. Let's say those of you aren't dealing with somebody that you dealt with in the past. This person still fucking thinks about their ex all the time. And I honestly, like if this is a potential love interest or a new person you recently connected with, yeah, their ex still owns their thoughts. I think honestly, there's a part of them that wants to reconcile with their ex. They definitely want to talk to their ex. Yep. Also, they're not telling you, if this is not somebody you have history with, that they're a little bit afraid of settling down. They're not 100% sure whether or not the two of you could build something solid and stable. Yeah. They don't even know if they're really ready to settle down, and their ex owns their fucking thoughts, dude. Owns them. All right. Cancer. Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Cancer? Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Cancer? Ooh, the Empress. Hang on. So, how am I going to word this? This person feels like you are out of their league as far as like physical and sexual attraction. As far as physical and sexual attraction, this person just does not feel like they're good enough for you. Now, I know some of you may be saying, what the fuck? Ain't nothing special about me. I'm the one that's not good enough for them. Well, I got news for you. Again, we don't see the world as it is. We see it as we are. So, I mean, we've all met that person that in our mind is drop dead fucking gorgeous, that just thinks they're the ugliest thing that ever walked on two legs. The way you see yourself is the way you see yourself. The way you see others is the way you see others. And everybody sees things differently, you know? And this person definitely puts you way up there on a pedestal. And I think they're honestly a little bit intimidated too. A little bit. There's a part of them that is wondering whether or not you know that you're better than them. So they can't really tell if you're aware of that and are trying to use it to your advantage, or if that's not even a thought that crossed your mind. They're trying to figure that out intuitively. Yeah, you intimidate the shit out of this person. Absolutely. Yeah, they're afraid that you'll abandon them, reject them. Also, for those of you dealing with somebody from the past, they do feel unfinished business with you. And they're not telling you that. For those of you dealing with somebody you just recently met, a very new person, they kind of think that you need to be a little bit more open-minded. And I think this person's not telling you that they are afraid to connect at a really, really, really deep level. I don't think they know how. I think they know that in order to connect with you, you go deep. You go deep, and they're scared to do that. Honestly, I'm not seeing very much evidence that would support the idea that this person has ever connected with anybody that deep. It doesn't look like they ever have. I don't think they have. All right. These are quick messages. Quick message, one spread. Leo. What is this person not telling Leo, universe? Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Leo? This person is way more empty, lonely, desperate and needy than they let on. Way more. Way, way, way more. They actually have a lot. They carry the fucking weight of the world on their shoulders. And they kind of don't really think that you would give a fuck. So they don't really open up and tell you every little problem they have going on in their mind. I don't know why they don't think you would care. They could be projecting onto you, or maybe they feel like they tried to open up and you didn't seem to care. I don't know. It's not really telling me why this person feels. It's kind of confusing because they are very lonely, broken, empty, and needy, but they feel like they have no choice but to be emotionally independent because you don't care. It's not telling me why they feel that way. I have no idea. No idea. Maybe you're just the type, maybe you kind of exude an energy that feels like you're the type that doesn't give a shit to hear about somebody's excuses. Maybe. I'm just guessing here. I don't know why they feel that way. No idea. But they have a lot more going on deep down inside than you know. I think they do the best they can to try to pretend like they got it all together and like they got they poop in a group, got they shit together and whatnot. They just don't really think that you would care. Man, that was quick. Okay. Oh, and this person has a lot more feelings for you than you know, too. A lot more. A lot more. Okay. Quick messages, one spread for Virgo. What's this person not telling Virgo? Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Virgo? Eight of Swords. Okay, the Strength reversed. Hang on. Some of you dealing with a Leo, possibly. This definitely feels like somebody you have some history with. So, okay. All right. So I think the majority of you that need to hear this are dealing with somebody you had some sort of history with in the past, whether it's a past person or somebody you're currently dealing with. They miss the way things used to be, whatever that means. They are afraid that you are going to find somebody better than them. And that you are really they're afraid that you're really going to end up with somebody that shows you that you're better off without them. Now, for those of you dealing with a potential love interest or a new person you just recently connected with, they're not telling you that they have their options open. They're playing around and playing the field, trying to find the first person who can successfully get their ex off their mind. They're still very, very heartbroken. I don't know when their last relationship ended. I don't know if it was yesterday, last week, last month, or last year. But they're trying to get their ex off their mind. So proceed with caution. This person isn't connecting with anybody for the actual connection. They're trying to connect with somebody basically to use you like a drug or a drink so that you'll distract them from their heartache. They don't really feel like you're all that interested in them either. You make them a little bit nervous. I think they're also kind of afraid that you're going to end up finding out that they're not really 10 toes in. And it's mainly because you make them kind of nervous. Anything else? Also, if you're dealing with a past person, they do feel unfinished business with you. Thank you, Bernie, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Those of you just now tuning in, these are quick messages, one spread. All right. Quick message, one spread for Libra. What is this person not telling Libra? What's this person not telling Libra, universe? Page of Cups reversed. Okay. So, wow, this is a weird message. Okay. How the fuck am I going to word that? I've never seen that come through like that before. Okay. They are very self-conscious. They feel like they are very immature. They view themselves as very immature. I don't know if maybe somebody in their family or somebody from their past convinced them that they're stupid and immature, but they have a lot of self-confidence issues. They feel like they're very immature and very stupid. They view you as being way more mature than them, and they're trying the best they can to pretend to match your energy, and they're afraid you're going to see them for who they really are. This message feels like the majority of you that need to hear this are dealing with somebody that's either new or a potential love interest. Now, if you are dealing with a past person, this person is not telling you that they were not honest or probably faithful in the past either. Probably not. For those of you dealing with a past person. There may, for some of you, there may have been somebody at the workplace they was messing with, possibly. But also, too, if you're dealing with a past person, deep down inside, yes, they do regret it. But consciously, they're trying to justify why they did what they did so that they don't have to sit with that regret. They're trying to flip it and play the victim to themselves to justify their shitty behavior. So for those of you dealing with somebody that's been going around twisting the story, deflecting their toxicity onto you or anything like that, just know that at the deepest subconscious level, they know what they did. They know what they did and they regret it. This is probably going to be the shortest all signs video I've ever done. I'm kind of liking these quick message one spread readings. Now, from now on, if I get too ahead of myself, I'm going to start doing this more often. That's the main reason why I'm doing this, because I got way too much done too early. And I need to fill some time before I move on to the October readings. Because, like, the earlier I start, like, I get done with everything too quick, and then it just keeps pushing it back and back and back and back and back and back and back to where, like, I'll be starting on January in November, you know? So I got to fill some space. All right. Scorpio, quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Scorpio? They're not telling you that they don't trust you. They don't trust you. Now, again, like what I've been seeing come through a lot, unless you betrayed their trust, which, hey, there may be one or two of you that did. But for those of you who did absolutely nothing to betray this person's trust, they're projecting. They're projecting. Because they feel such a crazy, stupid, intense connection with you that it makes them feel insecure. So you know how people act when they feel insecure. If somebody feels insecure, they don't even want nobody looking at you, right? Because they feel insecure. They don't even want nobody talking to you. They get insecure if you just say hello to somebody when they're that fucking insecure. And again, what it is they're projecting their own insecurities off onto you. So they just feel like in their mind, because they put you up on such a pedestal, everybody else must put you on a pedestal too. Does that make sense? You know how, I don't know if you've ever, because I mean, I actually understand I know what it feels like to feel that way. Because I remember I dated somebody back when I was like 20. And when I was 20, I had real low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem. And, you know, I remember what it was like to put somebody up on some pedestal and just assume that everybody else did too, which they probably fucking didn't, you know? So in their mind, since everybody else must put you on a pedestal too, then you're obviously going to find somebody that's better than them, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I worded that right. That's the best English words I can put to this. But yeah, for those of you dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that they are still losing sleep over this. Also, for those of you dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that they're going back and forth trying to deliberate whether or not to blame themselves for what went wrong. And some days they blame themselves, some days they play the victim. For those of you dealing with a potential love interest or a new person you recently connected with, they're not telling you, probably because they don't even know, but they're not telling you that they are still holding on to a lot of bitterness, anger, and resentment, and they have some emotional triggers they need to work on due to unhealed past heartbreak. Okay. Now, for those of you dealing with a current long-term relationship, they're not telling you. They're playing it off and pretending that they don't care, but they're afraid that you're going to walk away and end things. Whoops. And they don't want that to happen. Some of you dealing with a Leo. I also have Gemini and Aquarius in here. All right. Sagittarius. Quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Sagittarius? What's this person not telling Sagittarius, universe? All right. Boo, buddy, do. Boom, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. For those of you dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that they are starting to see the error of their ways. They're starting to see it, especially if you dealt with a past person who had an addiction problem that got in the way of the relationship. I know that's not all of you, but I know it's a couple of you. So if that resonates with you, they're not telling you that they are honestly starting to see the truth about their toxicity or their addiction or whatever it was. They're also not telling you that they still feel a very strong karmic tie. Very, very strong karmic tie. They're also not telling you that they still have a special soft spot for you. This feels like past energy, y'all. I'm trying to cover every kind of situation here, but every card that I pull out has past energy. I'm trying to figure out how to fit other situations into it. They also aren't telling you that they suspected that you had a third party at some point. They're also not telling you that they were afraid that they had stronger feelings for you than you did them. Again, like I said in last night's video, I'm not reading the end-all be-all gospel of truth. This is not necessarily the facts. This is not necessarily what happened. This is strictly from this person's own mind, from their perspective. Don't get mad at me if the dumbest, weirdest message that makes no sense comes through. Just to throw that out there. Okay, so again, past energy. For those of you dealing with a past person, they would like to reconcile, but they are convinced that you give no fucks about them, especially if they did something that nobody in their right mind would forgive somebody for, all right? Like, I'm sure there may be one of you that they got caught fucking your friend, right? You know? Something like that. Something that is like fucking unforgivable. Maybe not necessarily unforgivable. I can't say that, but you know, like you ain't never, even if I forgive you, you ain't never getting no other chance again. You ain't never getting another chance. Even if I forgive you. Hail to the fuck not. Right? So I know that was like the most extreme worst case scenario, but anyway, okay, that's about all I can get from this. I dug and dug and dug to try to hit other situations, and nothing wanted to come through but past energy. So check your moon rising in Venus if you're dealing with a different situation. All right, Capricorn, quick message, one spread. Quick message, one spread. What are they not telling Capricorn? Quick message, one spread. What are they not telling Capricorn? Uh-oh, okay. All right, so if you're dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that in the past they were not honest and probably not faithful. Probably not. Now, if you are dealing with a new person or a potential new person, they're not telling you that they have a lot of trust issues because they've been cheated on in the past. What's Capricorn's favorite card? Now, for those of you who are maybe a little bit more financially blessed than your average person, like 90% of the Capricorns I've met in my life. Like, it's weird. It's like even back when I worked day jobs and there'd be a Capricorn coworker who does the same job as me. Like, they would always have like so much money. Like, how? Where the fuck you get all that money? We both fucking work here making $10 an hour. How the hell you got fucking 50 grand in the bank? Where the fuck did that come from? You know? Thank you, Evelyn, for the super chat. Appreciate you. So for those of you who are a little bit more financially blessed than the average person, they're not telling you that it makes them feel insecure. If you make more money than them, they insecure. Oh yeah, they are. Yep, they show is. For those of you dealing with a current person, they are afraid you're going to leave them for somebody else. Now, for those of you dealing with a new person, like somebody you just recently connected with, they're not telling you that their trust issues are getting in the way of your all's connection. It's not that they don't feel a connection with you. It's that they have so many trust issues from shit that happened to them in the past that they haven't healed from, that it's getting in the way, and it's making it difficult for them to feel a really deep, heavy, intense connection with you. So, okay. Yeah, and again, for those of you who dealt with a past person, okay, now, some of you dealt with a past person in which you know there was infidelity. So, for those of you who dealt with a past person and you caught them cheating, they're not telling you how many times they did it and how many people they cheated with. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, does it? It don't matter. Doesn't matter how many times they cheated or who they did it with. What difference does that make? That don't make no difference. I'll even take it a step further. I'll say it don't even matter if you did or not. If you would, if you could. That's all it takes for me. If you were able to, would you? If you were in the right situation at the right time and you know you could get away with it, would you do it? If you would, fuck away from me. I don't want you. You ain't my person. Nope, you ain't my person. I'm never going to tell you who you can and can't talk to, where you can and can't go, who you can and can't hang out with. I'm going to step back and I'm going to watch you and you're going to show me. If you want to go off and do stupid shit and flirt with people and, you know, go out and get drunk with a bunch of people trying to fuck you and you want to go do shit like that, go on. Have fun. You ain't my person. You want to sit around and talk to your ex all day? Okay, that's cool. You do that. But get out the door. Go. Bye-bye. You ain't my person. See what I'm saying? Anyway. Okay, who was that? Capricorn? All right. Aquarius, quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Aquarius? What is this person not telling Aquarius? One spread, quick message. Ooh, for those of you who dealt with somebody from the past, they're not telling you that it looks like you're much happier now than you were with them, and that makes them feel really stupid. They feel really dumb. Excuse me. Fucking frog is in my throat. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Man, here we go again. This looks like past energy. Hang on. I'm going to try to cover all situations if I can. If I can't cover your situation, check your moon, rising, and Venus. Past energy, dude. Past energy. So for those of you who dealt with a past person, first of all, yes, they wish that you wanted to reconcile, but there's no way they're ever going to tell you that because they're embarrassed. I don't know. Again, this is just from their perspective. It looks like you are so much happier now than you were with them that they would not dare tell you how they feel. They would not dare. That would embarrass the shit. They already feel stupid enough as it is. They feel really embarrassed. They feel like an idiot. But they're also not telling you that they learned so many valuable lessons through being with you. Being with you completely changed them into a totally different person. Totally different person. Man, this is Death card reversed. Tower card reversed. Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords reversed. This is all past energy. This is all past energy. So, yeah, they're not telling you that they feel stupid as fuck. Looks like you're doing way better now and you're way happier than you were with them, so they feel like an idiot. And, yeah, you taught them a very valuable lesson. And they don't want you to know that. Since it looks like you've completely forgotten about them and they feel like a fart in the wind to you, they want you to think that you're the same to them. Since they want to match your energy. Even though I guarantee you, especially if you're here inquiring about that, it's probably not true, is it? But that's the way they see it for whatever reason. All right, Pisces, quick message, one spread. What's this person not telling Pisces? Ooh, Ace of Swords reversed. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this person is not telling you that they are a lot more broken, empty, and needy than they let on. A lot more. This person is a lot more insecure than they let on to. For those of you dealing with a past person, they're not telling you that they highly suspect that you had a third party in the past. Possibly a fourth, fifth, sixth party. For those of you dealing with a new person or a potential new person, how do I word this? They don't... It's not that you intimidate them. I don't want to keep using the word intimidated because it's not intimidating, but you fascinate them. You're an enigma. They're trying to figure you out. They can't quite figure you out. And they're very fascinated and drawn in by that. But at the same time, it kind of makes them feel a little bit intimidated, but I don't want to use the word intimidated. Because it's not intimidated. They don't feel less than you. They don't see you as a threat. But you know what I'm saying? You ever meet that person that is just so fascinating, so like mysterious, that it makes you feel something that's like the cousin to being intimidated, but it's not intimidated. You know what I'm talking about? What's the word for that? I'm sure there's a word for it. It seems like there is, and it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, though, does that make sense? So it's kind of like feeling intimidated, but it's not. But they're just really, 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 really fascinated and intrigued by you because as soon as they think they have you figured out, they realize they don't. Soon as they think they got you pegged, they got you figured out. They know you. They understand you. Boom. They don't got it. Like, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. Maybe I got to rethink all that. Maybe I don't understand you. Now that's if you're dealing with a new person or a potential new person. For those of you dealing with a current person, they're not telling you that they are contemplating walking away from this. Contemplating it. They're thinking about it. They are definitely thinking about it. Okay. Now, for those of you who dealt with somebody in the past that had an addiction issue that got in the way of things, they're not telling you that inspired them to try to get clean. I don't know how successful they are at getting clean or sober or whatever, but that definitely gave them the kick in the ass that they needed to try to get clean. Also, again, I know that's a specific storyline. For those of you who have that storyline, they're hoping that if they get clean and sober, you'll want to reconcile. But they don't want to pursue you. They want to see if you'll come pursue them. If they get clean and start straightening up their life and start doing better, they're kind of hoping you'll see that and come back. So, all right, well, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again, y'all, for tuning in and playing along. So remember, 2222 mini readings coming up Saturday, the 21st at 11 a.m. Pacific time. The ones that come in first get read first. And again, I'm not saying that we're never going to ever do it again. When I say the last and final round, I mean, here for the past few months, we've been making it a strong point to do it consistently once a month, and we're not doing that no more. We're not guaranteeing a month-to-month basis. I don't even know, we may not do it again for another year, But so anyway, yeah, you can find the information on that through the link in the description of the video. And after tomorrow, y'all, tomorrow is the last and final day that my courses will be available for purchase on my website. After tomorrow night, if you haven't already purchased the course, they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone. So they're super cheap. I keep meaning to go on there and look. I think they range anywhere from like $8 to $15, something like that. But anyway, yeah. So if you're interested in that, grab them up. Tonight's the last night. And yeah, if you want a personal reading, the link is in the description. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.